slept pretty well last night. I do have a headache, that's for sure, and it's still throbbing a little bit, but nothing like it has been for the last 2 weeks. I actually slept pretty well, so that's a good sign. I think Moon Pie is just waking up, and it's just after 6:30. There's a diner just up the road. We're here in Port Clinton, so we're going to go get some coffee and some breakfast. We have to kill some time because she has to go to the post office. That opens at 8. So we'll pick up her package and try hiking a little bit. And it'll just be slow and steady. She said it will be Zen hiking. So we'll do some Zen hiking. Slow, steady, relaxed pace, and see how I feel. And then make a plan from there. Good morning, sunshine.
How are you?
I'm all right. I slept pretty well.
So did I. It's just the background noise. It's very peaceful.
Yeah, but you know what? I thought it would keep me awake, but it really didn't.
I slept like a rock.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yay!
Coffee time.
Coffee time. As I said, we pitched our tent here in Port Clinton at the pavilion, which I'm walking toward now because they have the little hangars there to keep food away from mice. And there's actually a sign that says there's a bear in the area, but there's the pavilion there. Looks like, oh, we have another tenter back there that I didn't meet last night. So we're just gonna go get our food bags, but we're going to a diner to have a real breakfast. How do I make a plan? Oh. Tented just across from the pavilion. There's a little porta potty, which was awesome. That's my tent. Moon Pie's is just behind mine, can't see it. And then there's someone else's, but I didn't meet that person yet. The train tracks are right nearby, and a few trains came. It was very, very loud, but I discovered that Moon Pie also loves trains. She said that before I told her about my love affair with trains, so there's a little something in common. And then the highway is right there. So it was quite loud last night. But despite that, I slept. And that's all we could ask for, right? We just had a really nice breakfast, so our bellies are full. And we're gonna pack up. We wanted to let the tents dry because it was really wet last night. It didn't rain, but it was so moist, like the condensation. And my tent, it still caves in. I really believe the rain fly stretched out, and probably it happened at Max Patch when it was really, really that heavy wind, and it caved one whole side in. But when it's dry and I set it up and I stake it out, it's pretty taut. It looks pretty good, but you can still see how the lines, I don't know if you can see here, like where it looks like it's stretched out, and then when it gets wet, it gets heavy and caves in and it touches the netting. And so I was damp. It's still damp, I'll show you. It's wet there, but this whole side was sopping wet this morning and caved in and touched my sleeping quilt. So I was wet. We're just gonna pack up, and there she is coming. And we're going to hike up out of Port Clinton. We got 9 miles to the shelter, and this will be the first miles hiked since I fell. Other than twice I tried with Pop, but turned around after 2 miles. So we are gonna walk so slowly, it's ridiculous. Just slow and steady. We have all day, no rush. Zen hiking, right, Moon Pie?
Zen hiking.
All right, so officially back on the trail, and you can see the white blaze there. Vloggers filming vloggers. Yes. There we go.
So here we are, heading back to the trail.
All right, so we go through the train station and then into the woods, and we'll see how it goes. We're gonna do some Zen hiking, and we've committed to each other to just go slow and steady, and if we need to sit and rest, we will. We have 9 miles, and we have 11 hours of daylight to do that. So if we can't go 9 miles in 11 hours, I need to go home, right?
We both need to go home. us now. We saw this coming and took a nice little lunch break, so we had a good rest, and we're passing several northbound hikers since we're going Sobo today. It's kind of cool to meet people that you have met before or have heard about, so that's neat. And I'm going to just try to get a little bit ahead, and then I will be following her over these fun little rock scrambles.
We are 5 miles in, and we still have 4 miles to the shelter. And I should feel a lot better about that than I do, but my buddy Moon Pie over here is trying to make me feel better. But it's been 5.5 hours, and we've gone 5 miles. I'm lightheaded, my head is pounding, so I still have a lot of symptoms, and you're probably watching the screaming at your computer screen because, and I'm getting a look, because I'm out here. But the reason it took 5.5 hours to go 5 miles is because we are obviously crawling. I am going very slow. I'm making sure I don't get my heart rate up. We're taking a ton of breaks, so I'm trying to be kind to myself about that. Zen. It is so hot and humid. I mean, I feel like I just got out of the shower. Don't you feel like that? But it's just slow going, and I don't feel great, but I feel the same as I would sitting in a living room. So as Moon Pie said, my goal yesterday, I'm not crying, I'm sweating, excuse me. I'm like,
sorry.
I would feel this crappy in a living room, so at least I am out in nature. And that was my goal last night. You know, as Moon Pie said, your goal today was to sleep in your tent outside, and that's what I did. And anything else is a bonus. So I'm going to keep you around so you can remind me of that. So we're just sitting at a tent site just to rest, and then go 2 miles to the next tent site, and we can either stay there, or if I feel okay, 2 more miles to the shelter. And then we'll take it from there. So just not pushing, and I'm just healing, trying to heal and to stop complaining about it. No, the trees are in the way. Where? Oh, there he is. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Yeah. Oh, so nice.